Good day, everyone. This is Vincent Tan speaking. This time, I'm going to talk about TMV6 heat recovery, the ModeExchanger, also called branch box. Meanwhile, I also provide the corresponding video linkages at the below description area just for your reference. This sharing device into these two parts. Moreover, I also provide the correct subtitle. Don't forget to turn it on if you need. Features. This slide is the product lineup. From this table, here is the model, and the last number or last figure indicates the branch quantity. You can also identify from the appearance. Here is 1, 2, 4, 8. And actually, this branch not only connect to one indoor unit, but it can connect up to this 8 indoor units. In other words, these 8 indoor units share the same branch. The operating mode must be the same. And besides, I also put the other information just for your reference here. And we just have some restriction on the branch box for the indoor unit. For example, the total capacity for each branch. We restrict this one. Meanwhile, we also restrict the total capacity of indoor unit for the whole ModeExchanger. And the power supply is 200 volt single phase.
Inside structure, I will take this model to introduce. Actually, this one, there are two branches because here is the value 2. And just open the panels, you will find that there are so many solenoid valves and the EXVs. It will make it a little bit complicated. And this 3 pipes is connected to the outdoor unit: low pressure gas pipe, liquid pipe, and high pressure gas pipe. And for every branch, there are 2 solenoid valves for cooling, which is control the gas to control the refrigerant to the low pressure gas pipe, and 1 solenoid valve and 1 EXV to control the refrigerant from the high pressure gas pipe. That is for 1 branch. And this additional EXV, just compare with TMV6HR, the purpose of it is just to lower the noise when this heating solenoid EXV, when you turn on, the pressure difference, if it is large, it will make the noise to be really higher. And also, just locate here, this 4. And also 1 branch, there is 1 subcooler. That is for 2 long piping, which is this one. This is subcooler, and this is the control EXV. The purpose of it is when you connect the indoor unit, the piping is too long, we can still increase the subcooling degree to ensure the refrigerant get into the indoor unit. They still remain liquid state to lower the noise. And also a bypass valve to quickly balance between the high and low pressure located here. And when you're going to install the TMV6HR during the vacuum, we recommend to power on the whole system. Then the ModeExchanger will select either cooling valve on or heating valve on to ensure there is no dead zone for the vacuum.
Wiring. Here is the PCB. Actually, it controls up to 4 branches. Also indicates the branch 1, 2, 4 just share the same PCB, and the branch A just there are 2 PCBs inside. And you can also find there are some diff switches here. This is for the reserve function. Please keep no change. On the right side, this black terminal, that is for the power for this ModeExchanger, and the lower side, the white terminal. It is the communication terminal to the outdoor unit. At the left side is the terminals for the indoor unit. And for the wiring and the piping, it is very important. We need to guarantee the sequence is completely the same. For example, here is for the terminals for the wiring, and you need to keep the same sequence to the piping. Here there's some label to indicate, for example, the indoor unit 1 and indoor unit 2. And at the piping here, this is some label to indicate here is indoor unit 1 and indoor unit 2. Guarantee this indoor unit 1 on the wiring is the same to the piping indoor unit 1. What I mean is the sequence. Guarantee it is follow the same sequence is okay. Compact design, we just upgrade from TMV5HR, so you can find that for the size and the weight, either for the 2 branch and the 8 branch model, it is much smaller. Meanwhile, for the indoor unit connection or the piping connection, for the last generation, they are the same, but for our current model, you can find it there are different size, which is convenient for the customer or for the installer to connect to the indoor unit. Meanwhile, this ModeExchanger also support this series connection, just like this, which is easier for the local design to distribute the pipe. And the low noise, just like what I had introduced, we set up a EXV just for the heat tank balance, which is the heat tank solenoid valve to lower the pressure difference, to lower the noise. That's all for this sharing. If you still have any other question or further concerns, feel free to contact me on this email address. Meanwhile, you can also scan this QR code to access the shared material. Hasta la próxima. Suerte, ma da conto.